All right, here we go. Let's go switch this back over. Oh, what a day so far. All right, so I did a little bit of work off stream and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to actually get accomplished today, and I'll kind of give you guys an overview of what I've done today. I don't know anyone else that actually knows what this is, but so far I don't know if it's gonna actually work because I changed some stuff. But anyways, I can show you the design from the last compile. So this is basically a calendar. It's based in WPF, which is Windows Presentation Foundation, and the calendar is auto-generating. And the entire goal is to allow a business, I'll just say it's a ski hill here, um, to book for schools. And we're trying, because all the schools around here, they all have internet. Everything is on internet. So their students, they all have to have internet to access their course outline and their work and stuff. So we know that all of the students have access to internet somehow. So using this idea, we're trying to speed up the process of when let's say tomorrow they've got three schools coming, 150 kids, and they all show up at the same time, right? And right now, if a student comes in, it takes him between probably 30 minutes and 45 minutes to get off the bus, get his rental gear, and then start his lessons. Okay, after all the work is done, giving him his lift passes and all that stuff, copying down, we have to write down like serial numbers of all the equipment that he has, and settings for safety, etc., and for insurance reasons. So they've got all this stuff, and then the kid goes out. So we're trying to cut that down as fast as possible, or as much as possible. And the one thing that is really, really causing a lot of grief is when the student comes in, the only way we know who that kid is when he talks to somebody. He has no identifier. We have to ask him for everything. So the current stage of the physical process is the teacher gets a spreadsheet that she fills in all of the students' names, their height, and their weight, and then sends that back to us. And then I've made a tool that will actually print off the sheets for the technicians that are at the fitting station. So they do the bindings on their skis, and they give them the correct skis and all that stuff. They get all this stuff, they write down pertinent information, and then that kid takes this little tag that the technician gives him, and it's basically going to be a business card that has this stuff, like all the gear numbers, the serial numbers of all the equipment that he has given that kid. Takes that to his teacher or the person assigning the lift tickets, and they give him his lift pass, and he goes out to his lesson. So it cuts down a lot of the data input on the ends of the thing, with passing out papers and all this kind of stuff. You ask the kid for his name, we have a list with all his information. There's that's cool. So now what we're having an issue with is registrations for events. And as opposed to sending them a list and them having to do this huge long process of doing all of these waivers, they have to sign these waivers and acknowledge it and stuff like that. I'm trying to combine everything into one. So we give the teacher a PDF or a set of PDFs for each kid that she can print off and give to the student. And on that piece of paper is going to be a code. And that code is going to be, you go to a website for the ski hill, you type in the code, and it pulls up the kid and his information we have, and it's got the little waiver, signs the waiver, and that is stored in the database. So what happens is all of these little buttons here, these events, these are all actual school bookings, and when I click on these, I want to be able to pull up that event information, which has a place where I can view all of the students that are coming to that event, have they signed a waiver? That kind of thing. So anyways, it's going to be a tool for the booking person. And yeah, she has to have it anyways. And this way, at least it will be in the database, and we can pull it up at any time, and we get rid of the paper stash. We just have backups upon backups of the database, which is really easy to do. All right, so what we have done so far is, here's our GUI here, right? So let's go back into split mode. We have our design that right now split it. No, example. So right now our converter is grabbing the category, and this is the event name that it is binding to. So this is actually the event it gets from this appointments data. Would you be quiet, cat? Go lie down. I'm talking. Yes, I'm not talking to you. Jeez, she's noisy. All right, so so in our calendar view model, here we have our right here, days. So this days is creating this little collection right now, and then it's going to add a date to the calendar with all of the appointments. So what we're doing is we're connecting this to the database now. So I've created a function in my data storage, which is get events by date. I pass in the current date that it is generating with, and the whole point is to be able to go through this, and here's my function for it. So we've got get events by date, and we're passing, here's our date time. We are formatting the date to the string, which is just like this, so day, month, year. And what will happen, hopefully, is when I add them to the database, I'm going to make some dummy data just so because I don't have the creation part for events done yet. I'll have to add some basic data. And then what it's going to do is select every single event that has that date. And this is going to pass in all of those events. So in my view model, every single event is going to be in here, and it'll be perfect. I'll have the event name, which right now is going to be the school name, which actually I should probably do. I'll have to figure that one out later, because normally it's going to be it's the way, like they have a physical calendar right now, like a massive whiteboards on. You know, when you go to the like Walmart or whatever store, and they have the posters, and they're on those kind of swinging door things. Well, they have like 5 boards. So like there's 6 pieces, or no, 3 pieces, and then they're double-sided, and that is their calendar, and it's marked off with black tape. And they use little labels, and they stick them. They print off, right now they print off the data, and they stick them on this physical calendar. And that's how they do their bookings. So that's how they visualize how busy they're going to be for a given day, is by how many labels are printed and stuck on that one day. So we're going to try and make it a little easier. So let's try and work on this. So we got our, this should work. Famous last words. Let's go ahead and let's just apply it. Okay, no changes. Okay, let's go ahead and insert into this one here. Insert into events. Oops. Here we go. Events. There's a query builder. I know there's a query builder. There we go. Alright. That works. Oops. Alright, so we need the ID. We're just going to call it 1. I think this is actually a string. Let's open inspector. not inspector. Alter table, there we are. Yeah, so it's string. Alright. So we got up to group count as a string. So we're going to do the date. Okay, so date. We go 06-02-2018. Alright. This will have to fix. Oh. Okay. Into a school booking events. There we go. Alright. Now, what was this one again? Event name. Alright, so this is going to be test event 1. School ID. I don't have that in there yet, so we're going to call it ABCDEFG. And how many people are coming? So there's going to be 40 kids from grades, we'll say 9 to 12. Arrival time is going to be, I actually haven't figured out how I'm going to store the date. I think we're going to just do a 24-hour clock. So we'll say they get there at 11:15 a.m. Departure time is at 2:45 p.m. Oops. Use the right quotes. How many skiers? We'll say 30 of them are skiing and 10 of them are snowboarding. And category style, I'm going to use 0. I think it's defaulting. Oop, is category style a string? Oh, it's an integer. Yeah, whatever. Alright, 0. Okay. Oop, comma. Okay. Execute. Alright, this is going to be number 2. And we're going to say this is on the 7th. This is going to be 2. This is going to be that ID. And there's going to be 30 kids from 9 to 12, sure. And there's going to be that. And let's do another one for this day. And we'll go 3. And we'll go, sure, the same amount. Alright, so we're going to have 3 events in the calendar. Let's see what happens. What crashes and what breaks. Yeah, of course it does. Of course it would error. Oh, I know why. Ah. Oh, you suck. It won't. There we go. Alright. Stop. I know why. Because my configuration file what are we in? We're in this one here. Bind, debug, config. Alright, user ID, school admin. Man. Okay. School bookings. Alright. Where are we? Oh, no, that's the schools, right? Let's look at the right one. Select star from events where date is equal to this. Alright, so this, let's check this out here. Oh. Oh, psh. I know why. I forgot the curly braces. That would help, probably. Oh, come on, you're supposed to be broken. Oh, you son of a... What? It should be doing it. Why doesn't that work? That's how you format the string. C#. Come on. Oh, custom ones. There we go. Date time offset, whatever. Date time. Month, day, year. Day, month, year would be... Okay, wait a minute. Why can't it connect to the database? Is it not on? Yeah, it's on. Ah, oh, you stupid. It's supposed to be in a breakpoint, but it's not doing it. There we go. Yeah, so that's the right one. Alright. Okay, so let's get rid of the squirrely braces here, because I think that's when you're doing the other string formatting thing. Alright. Come on. There we go. Alright. Continue. There we go. Alright. Okay, so we have no events, but at least it's not crashing now. Alright. So, the main issue is this. And is it actually 28/01/2018? It is not January 28th. Oh, I know why, because it's going through all of them. So now we're on 04, and this is what, the 8th or 6th? 6th today. Alright, so 06/21. Okay, here we are. Let's pause here and here. So we got field count, we got 12 records affected, visible field count, okay. Oh, shoot. I have the wrong column name. No, date. Date is my date. Yeah, 06/02/2018. So if I have 808, yeah. Okay, let's try this. It's not, so it's not actually getting anything. Maybe I have to surround it in quotes. Let's try this. Four, 5, 6. So this should have something. There we go. Alright, there we go. Had to be in quotes. Alright. Let's clear all the breakpoints here. Let's watch it go. Look at that, hey. Alright. Working. So now we're pulling events from the database. Okay. So, what's the next step? Let's do let's actually get rid of this thing here. Reader. Let's actually pull that and let's get int 32 11. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'll go and fix this later. To do string and int fix. We'll fix that later. We'll make it work for now. Okay, so it's working. So let's go and change this here. So I want this one to be 1 and this one to be 3. Apply. Finish. And then we will go like this. There we go. So now we're pulling the category off of it. All right. Well, we're done. No, I'm joking. All right. What are we gonna do now? We're getting the events. What did I actually want to accomplish today? I forget what I wrote down on that picture. Hooking up event listings to calendar view model. Really? Well, I already did that. Okay. Let's try and let's add the right click. Now, I am not a professional at this stuff, so you're gonna be watching me doing a lot of lookups because I'm pretty new to WPF. So context menu binding. So I want what I want. Okay, here's the action that I want. I want to be able to right click on the day, and depending on what day I'm clicking on, I can add the event. So I want to right click on, maybe if I make a plus sign right here. Make a plus sign, add to the date. No, that's stupid. Make it intuitive. If I right click, there we go. So I need to have a command. This is from what I understand, a command on the day that when I right click, it processes the command, and I'm assuming for this context menu. So header command, context menu item command binding. Here's a context menu. Context menus can be found in WPF controls by setting up the context menu property to an instance of a context menu. Okay, that's pretty easy. So this is in the rich text box. So this will be in every single entry. All right. So let's try putting that into here. Let me just grab, oh, it's just this. Okay, let's just grab this then. Let's try this. Let's just see if we can get it to work. So we'll go into our window. So we are on the, not this part, we are on the cell itself. So my dock panel, flow left to right. This is the one that has the day. And then, so this stack panel is probably where I want it. So, oops. So I want this to be stack panel. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oop. Maybe I don't want stack panel. Maybe it's the items control. Let's try this. Items control, context menu. Context menu, menu item, test. Okay, now it's got a menu item and a command called cut. Okay, here's a data context. So here's my context menu, data context binding, placement, target tab, relative source, self, binding cut command, copy command. Okay, let's just do let's do this real quick. See what happens. It's not there. Okay, so it's on the actual. Okay, I don't want that. I don't want it on the item. Okay, alright, so that's weird. That's weird. If I put it on the window, it works the way I want, but I get this stupid flash. Alright. That's different. Okay, that's probably why. So this text Alright, so that's what it is. It's not the same as, oh my god, they changed it. Alright, so this is actually the menu. So this is going to be our add new event. Now, I really wish that I could get this to not be on the date. I have to get that in the thing. Alright? Because I'd like to be able to do it out here, not only on here. Let's move this up to the top below the resources. Just says we're going to have an add new event. And then what we want to do is we want on the button for this, so this is the appointment, we're going to add a delete event. Alright, so now I should have two. I should have one outside Add new event, and then this should be delete event. There we go. Look at that, hey. It's that double blink thing. It's really irritating. Really irritating. I don't know if it's because of where I'm putting it or if it's just that window animations. It might just be the animations because it's hiding the one. If I click off, it doesn't do it, but if I do it like this, it does. So it's hiding and showing the next one because it's got the animations. So I think that's all it is. I think it's fine like that. I believe it is done. It is fine. So now I got to work on the commands.